people, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title of this video, I'm going to be attempting to install faux locks on myself. This is the first time ever that I will be doing a protective style on myself, so I'm kind of nervous, but I'm also excited. As you guys can see, right now my hair is just in regular box braids. There are no extensions added. I'm pretty sure that I want my faux locks to either be right where my natural hair is right now or a little bit longer right underneath my collarbones, which would be right here. But I also don't think I want my ends to be on the exact end of the locks. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna try to figure that out as well, how to kind of like, I guess, fake. Like I want to say maybe like this much of the lock just so that my actual end isn't wrapped up in there. I don't know. We're gonna see how it works out. We're gonna see if that's even something that I have to take into consideration. Maybe I don't even need to care about my ends being right on the end. I started out with the Carol's Daughter Wash Day Delight. It's their Love at First Wash Water to Foam shampoo that has aloe in it. I mentioned in my texture ID video that I really like this shampoo because it was a good balance of clarifying while not stripping. I think this shampoo does that on an even better scale. It really cleanses your hair while not stripping out all the moisture from it. So I wanted to make sure I had a very clean scalp going into the protective style, so I chose to use this shampoo. Then I followed up that shampoo with the Sunny Isle Jamaican Black Castor Oil Not Free Forever Natural Leave-In Detangler. This can be used as a regular conditioner, a leave-in conditioner, or just a detangler. I used it as a detangler / deep conditioner in the shower, and then I combined it with the Honey Handmade Honey Healthy Hydration Hair Mask, and I just mixed the two of these for my deep conditioner. The slip on this is ridiculous. Like I really feel like I get out every single knot when I use this on my hair, and the hydration that my hair gets from this is unmatched at this point. So I wanted to pair these together, and I really liked how my hair felt afterward. Then after leaving the shower, I did go in with the Honey's Handmaids Collection Coconut Milk, Coconut Butter, and Honey Leave-In Hair Lotion. This is my favorite leave-in conditioner because it's so hydrating to me. Honestly, all of Honey Handmaids, all of the products that I've tried from them, they're very hydrating. Like I don't know what they're doing in their kitchen, but the moisture, out of this world. The last, I guess, hair care product that I used in terms of preserving the health of my hair in this protective style was the Main Choice Ancient Egyptian Anti-Breakage and Repair Antidote Split End Treatment Serum. I just put this product on my ends because it does do a good job of smoothing your ends out, adding a lot of moisture to them. And since my ends at the very least are gonna be fully tucked away, I did wanna make sure that they were hydrated as possible. Hydration and moisture, it was honestly my goal throughout this entire prep process, just if that isn't clear at this point. I wanted to make sure that my hair was as moisturized as possible before putting in this protective style because I don't know how long I'm gonna keep it in. In the event that I do keep it in for more than 3 weeks, I wanna make sure, like I said, my hair is moisturized, it's taken care of underneath the locks, especially because I won't have access to it. And the final product that I used was this Let's Jam. It's the extra hold one with the orange top. And I just use this to smooth down my roots to get them as smooth as possible. And then as far as the actual braiding that I did, I braided, I wanna say about maybe halfway or 3/4 of the way down. And then I twisted the ends so that the takedown process is a lot smoother, because when I was thinking about having to take down all these little mini braids, I was like, yeah, that's not gonna work. So I did this to make it a little bit easier on myself. We'll see if it ends up mattering, in all honesty. But we are back after several hours. I went ahead and did the back half of my hair off camera. It didn't take several hours to do that. I've just been procrastinating. It honestly took maybe like an hour and a half or 2. But I chose to do the back half off camera just because it would have been way too difficult to try to show you guys the back of my head while trying to also get the hang of faux locks. So I decided to just use the back as like a trial and run. I think they're coming out pretty good in all honesty. The length is where I want it to be at. The thickness is there. So now that I've gotten the hang of it, I'm gonna move to the front and start showing you guys what I do. So I'm just using some spring twist hair that I got off Amazon. It comes in 8 inches and they give you 6 packs. I think it was around like $15 or $17. Just as a heads up, that 6-pack of hair does come with its own crochet needle included, but I did not know that when I ordered it. So I did did get my own crochet needle, and I'm using this one instead of the one that came with the hair just because the latch is a little bit smaller and it's easier to get through the root of my hair. First thing I do is grab one strand of spring twist hair and I run my hands along the length of it to help it break up and separate. I don't just pull it apart because this hair tangles very easily, but after I've separated it to my desire, it usually looks like this, and then I'll just go in with my crochet needle. At first I thought that the hook for the crochet needle had to be closed when you're pushing it through your hair, but I honestly don't think it matters, or I was just straight up wrong. Anyway, then I grab the hair, put it through that hook in the crochet needle, close the latch, and then pull the strand of hair through my natural hair. So now once that hair is pulled through fully, you should be able to just freely move the crochet hair back and forth within your own hair like you see me doing. And I'm just gonna take my natural braid, line it up with one end of that crochet hair. And I do usually make the crochet hair about an inch longer than my hair because like I mentioned earlier, I was trying to avoid my ends being at the actual end and my efforts were futile. Honestly, it didn't matter. I'm gonna have to figure that out later. But I then grab the crochet hair and my natural hair and I take that second piece of crochet hair and I start wrapping it. Now I wrap the root of my hair about anywhere from 4 to 6 times just to make sure that it is as secured as possible. Y'all, I was not trying to have these fall out of my head on the street. That would be embarrassing. So we're just going to not do that. So then after I've wrapped it around my hair about 4 to 6 times, like I said, I start moving down the length of my hair and I try to make sure that I'm overlapping when I wrap so that way there are no gaps. You guys can actually see in this one, I did miss a smidge of hair, so you guys can kind of see where that is. But honestly, I don't mind that too much because I don't like super neat locks anyway, so I don't mind those couple of imperfections here and there. Yeah, so then you're just going to continue wrapping, like I said, try to overlap as best as you can so that it can all be one seamless entity. And then once I get to the bottom or the desired length that I want, I'm just going to then separate that second piece of crochet hair, the one that I made an inch longer than my natural hair, and I'm going to flip it up and then again wrap it in on itself. I usually wrap the end maybe 2 to 3 times to make sure it's secured, similar to I do in the roots, and then I just wrap it up until it finishes. Now, after I finished the back of my hair, I realized that I just didn't like how uniform the locks looked. So I started going in with like a small piece of that same crochet hair, and I'm just going over the lock that I just did, and I'm being super messy with it, super loose. Sometimes I will wrap the hair around my thumb so that it creates that, I guess, butterfly effect, but I wasn't really trying to achieve butterfly locks. I just, like I said, didn't want them to look as uniform as they did. Just wrap it up until it finishes and I palm roll. So now I am just going to do that exact process over and over and over and over again. Okay, so one last time, I'm just gonna grab that strand and put it onto the hook of the crochet needle, close the latch, and pull it all the way through, making sure each end is on either side of my natural hair. And I also want to make sure that the crochet hair is as separated as possible, as I said, because it does wrap better when it's separated. So as I mentioned, I do wrap the base of my hair about 4 to 6 times. So that was 1, that was 2, and I'm making sure that it remains separated. That was 3, that's 4, and now I'm going to start actually moving down the length of my hair. And the way that I measure out how much hair to use for that second layer is I just take one of those strands, cut it in half, and then break one of those halves into another half. So I end up using about 1/4 of one strand of spring twist hair in order to make this second layer of hair. So we are done installing the faux locks. As you guys can see, your girl is tired, okay? I don't know what possessed me to start doing these at 12 a.m. Well, I do. It's because I have to go on a trip tomorrow. But I don't know why I didn't do these earlier is my point. Now I'm just gonna go in with some mousse, and I'm gonna use the Talia Waheed Crinkles and Curls Natural Hair Setting Lotion. You can pretty much use any mousse that you want. This is just the one that I have. And I'm just gonna take, I wanna say maybe, I'm gonna take like 4 pumps of that and kind of just smooth it down the locks that way. It smells really good, and hopefully this will help them last longer, because you know, just with the nature of the spring twist hair, or really any braiding / twisting hair, it does tend to like tangle on each other and get caught up when they touch. So I'm hoping that this will help to minimize that. I'm going to cover my scalp with the same setting lotion that I just used on the ends, wrap my hair up either with a silk scarf or a do-rag, and then I'm gonna sit under the dryer for like maybe like 5 to 10 minutes, really just to set my hair, and then I'm going to bed, and I will show you guys my final results tomorrow. Hey y'all. So it's the next morning. As you guys can see, I like my results. I love them. All I did off camera is exactly what I said. I just covered my hair with some more mousse, tied it down with a scarf, sat under a dryer for about 5 minutes, and then just went to sleep. I also did go through and add some accessories just because I like to add accessories to styles like this. But I honestly am very proud of myself for not only finishing this, like I'm the person who will plan to do something and then just never get around to it if I feel like I'm not gonna be able to do it correctly. So I'm very happy that I actually went through with this, and more happy that it looks good. And in all honesty, if I had done my hair all at once instead of splitting it up like I did, it would have probably taken me anywhere between 4 to 6 hours to do. And as for a beginner who has never so much as braided her hair with extensions or done any type of style like that on her hair, I think that's a pretty good time frame. This is how my hair is looking. So I only ended up using, I think, 3 packs of the spring twist hair. I literally used about 4 or 5 strands of hair out of the 4th pack. And I did, you know, mess up sometimes, put more hair in some sections than others before I got the hang of it. So I feel like if I was doing it in the method that I know works now, I would have used 3 packs, which is really good, because when I was buying the hair and I saw that it was 8 inches, I got kind of worried because I was like, is this gonna be enough hair even though it's 6 packs? Because I am usually a person where when I get box braids twists, I usually need like 7+ packs of hair. So I'm really happy that it worked out like this. Yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how I did. Let me know if you think it looks good. I know I think it looks good, but do you think it looks good? Let me know your honest opinion. Be nice, be kind, but let me know your honest opinion. And I'll see you guys in the next one.